All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. With the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his own begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwelling nearly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So right now I'm going to play 2 clips. I'm at work right now and just bring out a preset just to show you the wickedness of Esau, Edom.
In July of 2025, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said was the site chosen to be a purpose-built city. Just, 5 months ago? And I quote, he said that St. Elizabeth was the place chosen to build an entirely new city.
St. Elizabeth, several years ago, I had mentioned that Jamaica needs to purpose build a city. We haven't really...
Stop it. You hear him say? He mentioned that Jamaica need to purpose build a city. And the thing is, he might talk like a film idea, yo. He only push the mandate with the UN, the World Economic Forum, let's say his leaders are pushing you. Him not have no talk, him just go along.
Purpose build a city. We have never done it. Certainly not since colonial time.
Again, that's just this summer. Prime Minister Holness said that they want an area to do an entirely new city. And it's because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. He went on to say, you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and Kingston. You want to create something unique. And therefore, this parish, St. Elizabeth, would be where we would be looking to develop our new city. That's a big deal. Big announcement, the Prime Minister added. He went on to say that something that we have not taken advantage of, but we should, is education tourism. And we are going to target this part of Jamaica for that new industry. And target they did. And magically, coincidentally, that's the area that sustained the most damage in Hurricane Melissa and will, ironically, have to be completely rebuilt. Also, I'm sure the next slides are totally unrelated and just another coincidence.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, welcome to Jerusalem. It's good to see you and your delegation. I think this is the first visit ever by a Prime Minister of Jamaica to Israel. So it has a double significance for us. Our relations are always friendly. We appreciate the fact that you didn't join the recent vote against Israel, absurd vote in UNESCO. But quite beyond that, we're talking about extending our cooperation. We just did for just a brief few minutes that we spoke. I could see all the potential for cooperation in a variety of fields that relate to economy, to security, to technology. And this is something that we eagerly are interested in doing with you.
Earlier in this speech that the farmers need to give up their farms before 2030, specifically that year. Yeah, so that's not a coincidence. That year doesn't come out of nowhere. So that year is basically the deadline that our global elites have given our country and will probably give you to abide by these new regulations. And that agenda is called the 2030 Agenda. And now I have a slide showing you what that entails. So the 2030 Agenda is a United Nations agenda. So there we go. Everybody is part of the United Nations, right? The entire world. And this agenda consists of 17 what they call sustainable development goals. And when you take a look at them right there, you're like, well, what's wrong with that? You know, they all seem very noble. No poverty, no hunger. Who could be against that? However, if we take a closer look at how they actually want to accomplish all of this, anybody with 2 functioning brain cells realizes that this cannot happen unless there is an active and maybe even forceful redistribution of goods, foods, property, and our rights, which basically comes down to the obliteration of all of our basic liberties and our rights. And these goals, as I said, are not restricted solely to the Netherlands. They are global. And that's where we see their true motive. The people behind this want to establish a one world government, a new world order in which they decide what we eat, when we eat, where we travel, when we travel, who we meet, and what we are allowed to spend our money on. Basically, control over every single aspect of our lives. And I'm sure that many of you have heard the famous sentence from Klaus Schwab, you know, where he says, "You'll own nothing and you'll be happy," right? Yeah, that's this agenda. So why are the people behind this agenda specifically targeting farmers? Well, it's because obviously they really want our way of life and the things that we eat to radically change. They don't want us to eat foods that make us strong. They want us to eat synthetic meat created by Bill Gates. They want us to eat bugs. They want us to drink soy milk so that we become weak and obedient, and we do as they say, and we buy what they offer.
So as you can see, this will show you some clips of what's taking place in Jamaica and in the world at large. So this is Micah 2 verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands." And this is a perfect example where I see a transpire now, you know, in the world at large. And that's why they want to push this digital identity so hard now in various countries. This is Psalms 140. Verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Others' poison is under their lips. Selah. And this is one of the way how them sharpen their tongues like a serpent, showing these sustainable development goals. Like these are going to be something that is beneficial to you, but it is not. This is going to lead to your demise and your dependence on the state. So look careful that I'm on the work side, so you know, so people are going to pass to and fro. You know, but the Spirit just want me to do a quick lesson on this, yo. So this is one of the way them under their tongue. Their tongue is like a serpent, yo. Because they're going to use these things to manipulate the minds of the simple. Believing this is a better way of life, more convenient, safety, you know. Verse 4, keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purposely overthrew my going. And this is what I'm going to use the agenda here to do, yo. Overthrowing the goings, yo. Having under subjection, under total control. The proud of it a snare for me, and cords they have spread, and net by the wayside they have set gins for me, Selah. And this is what your enemies are doing right now, yo. So I hope this was edifying. Just a quick video on what's going on, and then I want to say how about Shimi Shai, Shalom.